Hi everybody. Um, Before I start this video, I'm going to apologise for not putting any videos up just lately. I've been really behind on doing videos for my channel. Hopefully I haven't lost too many subscribers. I haven't seen many disappear, just the odd one or two. The reason being I've been doing a lot of work and I've been going to rock gigs on my days off. Virtually every day I get off I've been going to a concert, so I haven't had time to do any videos. I mean, I've got quite a few figures that I haven't done a video of yet, and I've sold off quite a few as well. But what I'm planning on doing is to the end of this year I'll probably do one more video this year, which will be my end of year update video. That will come probably after this one. And then what I will do next year, I will endeavour to do more videos and get more content up on my channel. I do have another video channel as well on YouTube, which is mainly concentrating on board games and various other things. I haven't been doing videos for that either, so I want to try and catch up on videos for that as well. So that's what I'm planning on doing in the new year. But what I thought I'd do at the moment, a quick sort of video. These are my Avengers. These are the updated versions, well, the most current ones that I've got of the Avengers. Yes, I do have other versions of these as well in my display, but I just wanted to give you the latest ones. So we'll start over here. This is the latest Hawkeye. This is from Civil War. I've got my Age of Ultron Hawkeye up for sale on eBay at the moment. I think I'm selling him for about 187, something like that. Can't remember offhand. I didn't really want two Hawkeyes, and this one I like more than that version. I'll do a close-up of all of them in a little while. Behind him we have the Age of Ultron Captain America. I was toying with the idea of getting the Civil War one, but I preferred this one. What I might do is get the Civil War head sculpt, because it's got the interchangeable faceplates, so I'll probably buy that at a later date. Here we have the light Asgardian version of Thor. This isn't the base that he comes with. The base that he comes with is just too big for my Detolf, so I've got him on this for the moment. But it's very, very similar to the Age of Ultron. Yeah, the Age of Ultron Thor. Not a lot of difference between the two, just slight subtleties of difference between the clothing. Next to him, this is the Civil War version of Black Widow, and it's still not quite Scarlett Johansson for me. It is a pretty good head sculpt. It's difficult to see it really on camera. It looks more lifelike in person. A lot of collectors say that on their videos, but it is true. But it's still not quite there for me, but I still love this version. I do have 3 other versions of this in my collection, which you'll see on the end of year update video. Next to her we have the limited edition movie promo Scarlet Witch from Age of Ultron. I do have the Civil War version on order, and I have got the regular Scarlet Witch from Age of Ultron as well. I've just put a marble in her hand there to show that she's powering up, but this is a really nice figure. It's probably, out of the 2 that have been released so far, this is the better one of the 2, and the hair colour is slightly different as well on this one from the original. Next to her we have Quicksilver. A lot of people passed on this one because it's just a secondary character, really, a bit like Scarlet Witch, but I just wanted to complete the team, really. It's a nice figure, it doesn't come with a lot. Behind him we have the Vision. This is the Age of Ultron version. There is another version coming out, which is the Civil War version, but I believe from the pictures that I've seen they look virtually exactly the same. I don't think there's much difference between the two, so I'm not going to bother with that one. I shall just keep this one. Next to him we have the original version of Ant-Man. I didn't bother with the Civil War version because I prefer this suit. I just think it looks better. But yes, he's not an Avenger at the moment, but he will be. So I had to get him to complete the collection. And next to him we have my latest Iron Man. I did have the Mark 45. This is the Age of Ultron version, but I had the Mark 45 version, but I've actually sold it. So I didn't get around to doing a video on it. Various reasons why I got rid of him, which I'm not going to go into, but this is my favourite one at the moment. And I have got the Civil War, the new Civil War version one coming, so which is looks better than this one, so there's a possibility I could sell this one. So in the background we have, this is the newer version of the Hulk. This is from the Age of Ultron Hulk, and this is the deluxe version. I do have the separate torso as well, but I'll show you that on the end of year collection update. So I'll just zoom in a little bit and you can have a closer look at each one. The head sculpt on this Hawkeye is slightly improved from the Age of Ultron version. It's the paint apps are a little bit better. Essentially the face sculpt is the same, but the paint apps just stand out a little bit more on this one, especially in the hair and the shading on the face. I love this suit. I mean, I did have the original Hawkeye from the first Avengers movie, and I did like that one because it was the sleeveless version. And then the next version that came up was the long coated version from the Age of Ultron, and now we have this one because it's the best of both worlds, and the colour of the suit is more reminiscent of the comic book Hawkeye with the purple put in there, which is why I've decided to stick with this one. Here we have Cap. Fantastic Captain America this. As I say, I will be buying the Civil War head sculpt to probably put on this one. This is a nice Captain America. The main differences between this one and the Civil War version is basically the colour of the suit is slightly different, whereas this one's got the more white on the arms and that. The Civil War version is got more blue on it. But this is more comic booky for me, which is another reason why I decided to keep this one and not get the other one. Here we have Thor. It's probably the least liked Hot Toys figure in the Avengers collection. I'm not sure why. I like it. So this is the Light as Guardian version. There's been several versions of this figure. Sleeved ones, another sleeveless type as well. The head sculpt on the Age of Ultron version is slightly different from this one as well. But I like this one. It's good enough for me, and I probably won't buy another Thor. Depends what the new one looks like in the new Thor film. Then we have Scarlet Witch. Now I love this character, which is why I've got 4 versions of her. I did have the original Iron Man 2 version. If you check back on my videos you'll see that. But I've actually sold that one now, mainly because it is just way out in comparison with these other 4. If you stand them together, I did do a comparison video a little while ago. She's too tall. The proportions of the body is just out. The face isn't all that good, and the hair is a bit of a mess. I do have a head sculpt of that I went on eBay and bought because I want to use that for Kit Bash figures. But other than that, that is why I sold that figure. And I made pretty good money out of it actually. I got about 250 quid for it, which is a bit less than what a lot of people are selling them for on eBay. So next to her, this is the movie promo Scarlet Witch. I will do a video on this one at some point. Again, a lot of people have passed on Scarlet Witch, but I think it's a lovely figure. I've got a bit of a soft spot for the female figures that Hot Toys have done, which is why when you see my end of year video, I've sold all my Guardians of the Galaxy figures. I've just got Gamora left. But I am planning on possibly updating my Guardians of the Galaxy figures when the new film comes out next year. So I will be getting another Rocket, possibly another Groot, although I think in the new movie it's just baby Groot, and I will get a Star-Lord and a Drax at some point. I do have a custom head sculpt for this figure. It's got the red eyes, and I will show you that when I do a video on this figure at a later date, or in the new year anyway. Next to her, Well, behind her is the Hulk. It's the coloration on this one compared to the first release. This is a lot lighter, more movie accurate. I didn't like the really bright green version of the Hulk too much. I prefer this lighter green, olive or olive green sort of colour, which is why I plumped for this one and sold my other one. It's got 2 head sculpts because it's the deluxe version, but I possibly will do another video on that at some point. Over here we have Quicksilver, as I say. Really nice figure, this one. Just try and get it to focus. There we go. It's not movie accurate because of mainly because of the trainers. Because he had Nike, I think it was Nike trainers he wore in the film. They didn't get the rights to actually do that, so they had to change them a bit for this one. But I'm sure you can buy them, some kit bash ones or custom ones on eBay somewhere, if you wish to do that. Okay, here we have Vision. Probably my least favourite out of all of these figures. Didn't really like him too much in the film, but I say I've got to have him to complete my Avengers collection, which is why I won't be getting the newer version. Good detailing on it though. And here we have the original Ant-Man. Awesome helmet on this figure. Great suit, great tailoring. All round awesome figure. And finally the Age of Ultron version of Iron Man. I think this is the, if I remember rightly, it's the Mark 43. One thing to note with this figure, that there broke off, so it's just been wedged in there. But a nice Iron Man. So yeah, there you go. My Avengers to date. So until the next video, as always, thanks for watching and take care.